This video includes a problem about converting from a fraction to a percent and also uses the percent equation. This problem says write 77.5% as a fraction in the simplest form. And I know I don't have it on the screen, but this is one where we are not supposed to use our calculators. To start with, recognize that percent means per 100. So we'll begin by writing 77.5 over 100. From here, I notice I still have a decimal. Decimal and fractions don't play well together. So I'm going to multiply by a form of 1. And the form of 1 I choose is one where I'm going to be able to shift the decimal over one place. So to do that, I'm going to multiply by 10 over 10, because multiplying by a power of 10 moves the decimal. From here, this becomes 775 over 1,000. I notice that both of these are divisible by 5, so I'm going to go ahead and start simplifying that out. So this will be 5 times something over 5 times 200. For the numerator, what you would want to figure out is how many times 5 goes into 775, and I won't do that division here. I will just tell you that it works out to be 155 times. So the 5s simplify out. We're left with 155 over 200. Those are both still divisible by 5, which I know because they end in a 5 or 0. So looking at 155, it's going to be 5 times 31 divided by 5 times 40, because 5 goes into 24 times and into 0 times. So again, the 5s simplify out, and we're left with a final fraction of 31/40. For the next question, we want to apply the percent equation. And as a reminder of what that looks like, what we always do is we take the percent of some base number, and the base could be the original amount or the starting value, and this equals the amount. So it's always a percentage of the base is the amount. In the part A, we're trying to find what the percent is, so I'm just going to call that P. So for part A, we have P of, so there's our multiplication. That means this number 51 has got to be the base, and this 127.5 has to be the amount. Alex sometimes includes problems like this because we're kind of accustomed to thinking of the base as the larger value. In this case, that's not true. So what I'm going to expect for the percentage, I'm going to expect that the answer is actually going to be more than 200% because there's such an increase from the base to get to the amount. Percentage times 51, because of the base, is equal sign 127.5. From here, since 51 is multiplied in, we divide it out. This is a calculator OK problem. So I end up with P equals 2.5. This is not the final answer. Because we always use percentages as decimals or fractions, we're going to have to convert this to a percent. So to do that, I shift the decimal over 2 places, end up with 250%. So just like we expected, the answer is above 200%. For part B, we have 17.16 is, there's my equal sign right there, 62.4% of what? So what we're missing in this problem is the base. Applying the equation, we have 17.16, which is the amount, is, that's my equal sign, 62.4%, I convert to a decimal so I can use it. So 0.624, I move the decimal over 2 places, and then times X, or B for base, whatever you like. Again, since 0.624 is multiplied in, I will divide it out. And we end up with a final answer of 27.5 equals X. So the base is 27.5. Again, this should kind of intuitively feel like about the right answer because I'm taking more than half of almost 30 and it equals a little bit more than 15. So all of these numbers seem appropriate.